Okay, it has been 1 year since I started posting music on this channel. Hi, I'm 9,999 inventory full, and I guess you can call me a bit of an artiste, a bit of a, you can call me an independent musician, I guess. Um, but about 1 year ago, a little less than 1 year ago, I missed the actual anniversary date. I started posting music on this wonderful, lovely YouTube channel called 9099 Inventory Full. I've learned a lot. It's been a very humbling experience because I it is not until you grow that you find out that actually, hello? My dog is here. He's trying to break in my room. Come in. Okay, I was aiming to record this all in one take so I wouldn't have to edit everything, but it seems like my dog disagrees with that. There have been a lot of painful lessons. I would say I improved a lot in music. Uh I think the downside to me learning a lot is, and also me making stuff that might be a little bit overly sincere, is going through this is going to be extremely embarrassing. But I only had to do it once, so we're gonna go through all of my videos. I'm gonna talk a little bit about each one, and hopefully you'll have some fun, or maybe you'll learn something, or maybe I'll learn something, or maybe the world will explode. One of those options is what's going to happen to you. Probably not the last one. So this is my first song. It's called Ignoring You. It's very, very, very cute, is what I will say. I think it's cute. I don't want to think too much about what it's about. I'm going to say right away, I could have done a better job programming the piano, and the video would be 10 times better if I just put lyrics in this empty space right here, which probably would have taken me like half an hour, but I guess I didn't feel like doing. As you may or may not know, this eventually became a full song with an animatic music video, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, this is just it's very cute. I'm having trouble commenting over it because I'm just thinking about what it's about, and then I'm like, oh god, I'm so embarrassed. Let's go on to the next song. Okay, here's another one. This one's also embarrassing, but it's a little less embarrassing because actually what I made it for is I really wanted to do commissions on VGen so I could write other people's original songs so I could get money and I could be less broke. But that didn't end up working out. In fact, uh I would recommend against trying to do the VGen contest thing to get on VGen. Just have friends with connections who can send you a password, because that was a lot of effort for several songs that I did for it to not work out. And I do think it helped get the songs some traction and helped get them some eyes on them. But that was a lot, many hours for that to not work out and to be like, I don't know. There's some pretty obviously AI generated stuff on here that they didn't that they didn't disqualify, so whatever. But moving on, let's listen to it. I have not listened to this in months because I was so embarrassed by this. So the theme for the competition was like wedding or something like that, and I haven't listened to it in months because no, I can't listen to it. I can't listen to it. You can listen to it. You can listen to it. You can listen to it. That's embarrassing. Okay. Moving on. Okay, I promise we're gonna actually listen to songs now. These are a lot less. Yeah. Okay, let's listen to Husk. So Husk, I also wrote for the VGen song competition, and I also did not, it didn't work out. C'est la vie. There's lots of other songwriters out there. Um, but I actually really like this one, and it turned out a lot of people really like this one. I think this is one of my best performing songs, TBH. Um, I did do a follow up version of this song that's like a full version, and even though a lot of people were like, "Oh, you should make another one," no, nobody watched it, but it's okay. It's okay. I learned a lot. So in this version, I didn't have that much time, so I just did piano and then I wrote on top of it. And the whole thing behind this is I wanted to write something really, really, really tuney. I was like, I was just gonna write something edgy for this. I don't even remember what the theme was for this song, but I was like, let's just do something edgy. There wasn't really anything particular behind this one, which is why it's exponentially less embarrassing than some of the other songs for me to talk over. Um, but I guess it's sort of like the idea of there's a couple ways to look at it, but I think for me, my interpretation of it, I'm saying as if I didn't write this, is it's sort of like being jealous of your fake self that everybody likes is sort of what the song's about to me. And it could be about whatever it is to you. This isn't as personal a song as some of the other ones, so there's nothing super specific behind it, but to me, it's about being jealous of the fake self that everybody's like, man, that person's awesome. And you're like, what the fuck? That's not me. That's not me. That ain't me. you know? Your voice echoing far in this eternal dusk. When will I be the bright star and you the husk? My dog is very afraid of a thunderstorm. It's not even thundering yet, but just the possibility of rain, and he's like, holy shit. He's very cute. He's very cute, but he's hiding. Now this one. Oh, do you hear that? That's thunder. That's thunder. No wonder he's scared. This one, I joined like a visual novel project and it didn't work out, and I was like, can I have permission to just post this anyway, because this is clearly not gonna happen, and also I wasn't paid. Um and I got permission, so this is like older than my other songs, but this was supposed to be the title screen to a game that was a I think it was a little bit it was kind of Halloween themed. It was kind of Halloween themed is how I would describe it. But I drew this illustration and people seem to really like the illustration. Uh I like the fish. I like the fish a lot. I think I would I think I would have colored the line art in retrospect. I should have taken an airbrush, did a little red right here, or some more red right here, just to make it a little less. It's very contrasty, but I'm not sure that works well with the water. And I probably would have blurred the stars a little more, but I think it's cool. I think it's pretty neat. I wish the game would have worked out because it would have been fun to play, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Oh, and then this song, this song's a little bit less embarrassing. But this is like is it even a tsundere song? Is it even a tsundere song? It's just sort of like now my dog's hiding underneath my guitars. I guess it's sort of just like a I want attention song. Now that I say it like that, it sounds a little pathetic, but it was fun to make. I wanted to do something very like DS Wii era inspired, and it was fun. It was fun. It was fun.
Hi, how are you doing? Yeah, I meant to
Oh,
call
it's
you, but
very cute.
remember when you
I
said
love this
tomorrow?
like drawing site. I forgot what it's
Kinda
called,
limited today.
but it gives you like shaky drawings.
That
It's
would
very
be quite
cool.
trouble. Would your door happen to be unlocked? I could just let myself in.
In retrospect, I really wish Um, I didn't do this because it was expensive, but I really wish I had After Effects because I could do a way better job if I was editing in After Effects than just random free software. But it's like, what is it? It's over $20 a month now. Like, I'm not gonna pay for that. Maybe in the future. I don't mean to be dramatic, but I really like this song. It's a very cute idea. I wish that I would have panned, instead of having the saxophone in one ear, I would have doubled it and record and pan one in left and one in right, and then just pan them really far to make them wide. So this song I also made for VGen. It ended up getting disqualified because the theme was feast, and I was like, let me do a vampire feast to be creative, but apparently that was a little bit too creative for the judges. C'est la vie. I'm not in charge, but I did like the idea behind this, and I'm glad that I made it rather than just like a generic anime, let's have Thanksgiving together type of song. Okay, here's from my visual novel era. At this point, I was like, what's it called? I would say I was split because I was interested in making money from music, but like I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I think pretty obviously as a singer, um it's very hard to make money. So I was like, why don't we get into visual novels? Because then people could actually commission me to work on visual novels, and I could money. Um, versus me writing singing songs. Like, who's gonna want to pay for that? I really enjoy it, which is why I do it. But I didn't really see any future in that, and I was like, well, what if I can make uh I might as well just play this. This is instrumental. Um, I might as well just make it, give it a shot. And I'm so glad that I did these because I learned so much and I met a bunch of really cool people working on these, visual novel soundtracks. I haven't done any in a while because I have been really busy, and honestly, I found that I had really been missing working on my own stuff where I could dictate the direction and I could also sing and I could do all the planning stuff. But this is so cool. The game ended up so cool. There is no better feeling than opening up a game or like some actual finished project that you've worked on with other people and going like, oh my gosh, I was a key part of that. And like just listen to the quality of this. Like I learned so much just working on this. Like I can't even believe I wrote this. This sounds so much better than all the other stuff. Oh my gosh. But I tried to have a lot of variety in there, and I did a lot of research on what makes a visual novel soundtrack sound good to me, which for horror game is having a lot of contrast. Um, contrast good. If you have calm moments, then you can have scary moments. If it's scary all the time, people stop being scared, you know? So I tried to have a lot of just more peaceful songs that you can almost sleep to in these. Here's another visual novel that I worked on. This is Demise of the Blue Rose, which ended up a very lovely visual novel. I was, with the exception of maybe the first song, I was incredibly sick while I worked on this. Mayhaps I should have just dropped out, but I get very, very, very stubborn. But I was going to the doctor multiple times a week, very sick while I worked on this. So it's much shorter, and there was another composer who worked on some of the other tracks. Um, I would recommend playing this game if you enjoy visual novels. It's a Yuri. If you like Yuri visual novels, the art is lovely, the writing's lovely, gorgeous. I wish I could have had more fun working on this, but I was so sick. I barely remember it. I just remember, oh my gosh, not fun. Not fun. I was so sick. I really like this song. This is a song that plays when you're in the carriage, and it's like one of the more fun points in the game where you get to talk between the two love interests. Well, a lot of it's very sad. And then I did a reprise version of it. I really hope one day I can get like an actual orchestra to record something that I wrote. That would be so nice. Um and then here I decided to take a break from doing visual novels because I've been very busy with IRL stuff recently, and two, like I really fucked up my body doing that. So I was like, maybe let's do something easier. So I wanted to write some Pokemon music because I was like, I really wish that there was a Pokemon region set in space because I feel like it would be so freaking cool. So let me just make my own sort of song to it where you're gonna battle me in space. And obviously I'm gonna win. Obviously I'm your rival and I'm gonna win. You're just gonna be trapped in like an infinite loop where you have to fight me over and over again, and that's just gonna be your life now. And maybe it'll suck, but like that's just your life now, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. Anyway, I wanted to do a snow song. Um because I was thinking about snow because it was very snowy out. This was winter. Um so I wanted to do something that was more inspired a little bit more by still Pokemon but also Undertale. Um and I also wanted to try showing the DAW, which it's actually pretty hard to record Reaper. I had to kind of fake it for this. I had to take the final exported track and just splice things because Reaper just doesn't want to be. It doesn't want to be seen. It doesn't want to be seen by the eyes of mere mortals. Can you look the Reaper in the eye? I don't think so. I don't think that's within your capabilities. You might wanna. You gotta level up a little bit first. You gotta get to level 999. But this is a cute song. Um, and I do want to point out that there's a huge gap at some points here. Partially because I was sick, and partially because I did do some longer projects like Houndwife. That's 30 freaking minutes of music I wrote in 1 month, which is kind of crazy. Um, but yeah. And then I wanted to do. I think this is a version without talking. There is, oh my gosh, it looks so scary outside. The thunderstorm looks really scary. I wanted to do a little fan piece based off of Fruits Basket because there was this one scene in Fruits Basket where Toru and Shigeru, they're talking about feeling overwhelmed, and they compare it to doing like a mountain of laundry. And that scene always really struck me when I first read the manga many years ago. Many years ago when I was a mere child. So I wanted to write a little piece based off of that, and I also trying to incorporate more anime into my music because I think like it's hard to get people to watch your original songs, believe it or not. If people don't know about you, they just don't really care. Surprise, surprise. Who would have guessed? I've been trying to find ways to incorporate more anime into it. So I was like, well, I'll just do a song based off of a manga I really like. And I feel like I learned a lot from doing that. Obviously it didn't really work particularly better than just writing something random view-wise. But I enjoyed it. I love Fruits Baskets. I freaking love Toru Honda. And then here's after people requesting it for months, I finally finished the full version of Husk. Nobody watched it. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter. But I really liked how it turned out. I like the instrumental I wrote. I got some good practice in with the guitar Doing arrangements, I learned a lot. I think I would do the mixing on the vocals a little bit differently. Yeah, the space I'm in right now is a lot less confined, so the vocals have a lot less low end, which is better because they don't sound as like the space I was in before. There were just like a lot of shelves and a lot of just there's a much smaller space. So it would my vocals would sound really boxy no matter what I did to them. So it was just unfortunate, but now I think I need some more foam up, but the space is a lot better for recording in general. Minus right now, I have my door open because my dog might want to escape from thunder. Lately, he's taken to hiding in my shower, and I don't really know what to do about that because I try to get him out, and he just doesn't want to come out. um, but I actually like the original drawing I did for Husk a lot better than this. I think I was just kind of overthinking it because I was like, well, let's add even more color. I like the original drawing. I did a lot better. Also, if it wasn't apparent, I did the art for most of these, except with the exception of the two visual novel songs, which very lovely, very lovely, done by Ran, I believe. Yes, let me double check. Yeah, done by Ran Ranaculus. You should check them out because their art is really it's really good. Um, Most of this art I did myself. Um, Looks like I clicked this one out of order. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Um, Here's what I did. I started to get back into writing for fun earlier this year. So I wanted to do a song based off of a character. This story ended up not really happening because I really want to do something that's like kind of like Kingdom Hearts inspired, but more inspired by like the original stuff than like the Disney stuff. But I've been going back and forth on how to do that because I feel like the traveling is so fundamental to Kingdom Hearts, you know? Sort of like Avatar. I feel like the first season of Legend of Korra didn't have that sauce because part of what made Avatar so good was the traveling and the meeting people and having to part ways with people, and you didn't really get that in the first season of Legend of Korra because you were stuck in the fighting ring pining over men. But yeah, so it ended up not really coming together, but I did try and write some stuff, and this was based off of that. And also I asked YouTube, what should I do? What will make people listen to my video game music? And they were like, you should write instrumental music so that people can listen to it on loop as they sleep. But like that didn't really help either, which is why I eventually, I guess I'll show you after this. Um I eventually came to the conclusion that I should just write singing songs again because I like writing singing songs again. And if everything's gonna do equally as not you know, um, if everything's gonna do equally, I want to do singing songs, so I should just do singing songs. Like, what am I even doing? Um, I do like writing the instrumental stuff, but I find it a lot more gratifying when it has a purpose, like the visual novel ones, than me randomly doing it. You know what I mean? Maybe I will do a visual novel again. I don't know if that will be with other people or just by myself, but I just, what's it called? I've been wanting to do singing songs for years. I used to do song covers. I wanted to have my own original singing music, so I was like, you know what? Let me get back to it. Let me get back to my own original singing song. So that's where In Dreams Like a Mirage comes in. I really love the art for this one. I don't know what I was doing, but I was cooking. I was very inspired by some of the Tokyo Ghoul soundtrack for this one. Oh, it's so good. It's kind of weird. it's kind of weird music, but I really like it. Weird J-rock. But yeah, there's still a lot for me to work on, but I think there's a big difference in the production of the instrumental from these, which I'm not going to play because I'm going to explode. I'm going to explode if I think too much about that. That was so embarrassing. What's wrong with me? Um Here's Input Machine. People seem to like this one a lot. I put a lot of effort into the video, and I guess people like the video. Um, do a science, take A and B and Z. But this is kind of meta because it's about my recent songs I've been trying to do. Wait, did I never play the animatic version of Ignoring You? Wait, hold up. Did I forget to click that? Let's watch this. Here's one that I also spent a lot of time on. I think the animatic's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I gotta get better at drawing though. Oh my gosh. I did so I wish I could do so much better at backgrounds. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with the backgrounds. I don't know what I'm doing. Notice how you make. Anyway, anyway, that version's a lot less embarrassing because it's a lot. It's not. It. I tried to shift the meaning to be more about. My dog is laying on my tablet. I tried to shift the feeling to be more about regrets in like, okay, so I used to really want to have like an art career, um but then I sort of left it behind because I had such a awful experience, and then I didn't draw for like years, for like probably like 2 or 3 years, um and so I wanted to shift it to more like, I want to get away from doing anything creative because I just had such an awful time, and I feel like I wasted a bunch of good years of my life, and I'm like very behind everyone that I know that's my age, and I'm just like, oh. So that's sort of what I shifted to being about. A lot less about like a crush and a lot more about like, oh, I regret. I why'd I get into this? Why am I getting back into doing creative stuff? This stuff just keeps sucking up all my time and messing up my life, but I can't leave it alone. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? My toxic art relationship with myself. um but this song is about like just feeling really frustrated with the state of the internet in general. Not necessarily what I'm doing, but I would say like over many years it's just become more and more frustrating to post on the internet because it's like, what does this box thing even want from me, man? What does it even want? I do my best every time, but it seems to not really make any difference, you know what I mean? And then you feel like you figure it out for a little while, and then everything changes, and if you change with it, or like, I don't know, and then you sort of lose it, you know what I mean? So it's sort of like, what's even the point of trying to keep up with it? But then you try anyway, and it's like, oh, why did I do that? But this is a cute concept. I get so frustrated with my art sometimes. I think it's good, but there's so much more I wanna be so much better at it, and it's so time consuming, and I'd rather spend time on music. You know what I mean? Now this one I spent so much time on, and I was so proud of. And it did about the same as one that I spent like a day recording. But this one, I wanted to do something Persona inspired because I really obsessed with Persona 5. I had recently finished it when I wrote the song, and I really just loved all of the friendship dynamics. I love Shuake. Um, and yeah, I just wanted to write something Persona 5 inspired because Persona 5 freaking rocks. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Um, and the music is so good, and Persona 6 is coming out, and I'm so excited. But yeah, I the rain animation took a. I've done a rain animation for something before, so I kind of knew how to do it, but it took a lot of time to figure out. And doing the subtitles figured it out. Originally, I was gonna do an animatic, and let me show you the animatic. Um, and then it was taking me like literal weeks. I was frustrated with how the art was turning out, and so I gave up and I just did the other one. But people seem to enjoy the animatic, so who am I? Who am I to? I don't know. I wanted to do something like really like clean and sort of like Persona 5 inspired. Um, I wish I would have been able to finish this, but there's zero. I just don't have the time. I don't have the time. I would have to stop literally everything else in my life to finish this, so it's not gonna happen. But I think it's a cool concept. I wanted to do like a spy thing, a spy 9,099 inventory spy. Um, this one's always so funny to me because I was like, I was gonna redo this later, but I just left it in. But I just got like a 3D model from Clip Studio Paint because I ain't about that foreshortening. I don't know how to freaking do foreshortening, and I think you can tell. The all the guns too I used a 3D model for, but I'd really appreciate it if you listen to the full version of Lock in Your Eyes, because that one I put a lot of effort, a lot of love into. Um, this one I I've been I mentioned this like 50 times already, but I've been so busy, and I was like, I need to post something because I feel like if I don't post at least once a month, then everybody's just gonna forget about me. They're gonna be like 999 in inventory full out. When did I subscribe to her? And I was like, I got one day. I have literally one day, and I have a guitar riff that I wrote a couple years ago. Um, we're gonna write lyrics, we're gonna record, we're gonna sing, and then when I get back, I'm gonna mix it. So that's what this is. This is like, I mean, I guess if you count the art and the mixing, obviously more than one day, but this is like one day's worth of effort of me recording. But I guess that goes to show how much I improved because I would not have been able to do this quality before all in one day. I learned a lot doing this. Um, I drew the heart pendant because I was like, I need some red in there and I want to be dramatic, but it's not. It's not supposed to be anything like romantic. It's just about to be about burnout. But I was like, I need something red there, and I tried doing just a circle, and it did not look well. But I kind of cooked with this art. I like this art. I cooked with the hair. I looked at like what's it called? I looked at some like Genshin art for reference, but it doesn't really look like Genshin Impact. But that's what I looked at. And then this one's a cute song I also did really quickly. This song, I wrote this guitar riff for the same game that I wrote the title screen one for, but it didn't sound that great. So I didn't post that original version. But I was like, you know what? I really like this riff, so I got a little bit of time. I'm just gonna record it on acoustic guitar and then I'm gonna sing over it. And I got a new dynamic mic, and so I wanted to test the new dynamic mic. So I think the leads on me singing the song is my usual mic, and then I have me singing it again, pan to right and left from about 3/4 of the words way onwards on this mic, which I'm talking into right now. But this is just a cute song. But I think I'm getting a lot better at guitar, at least. Are you not scared anymore, buddy? My dog's not scared anymore. He's just cuddly. But yeah, that's everything I did in one whole year of my life. A lot of different stuff, a lot of different experience. I learned a lot. Somehow it feels like I didn't make that much. 135 videos. All that's got to be shorts. All that's got to be shorts. I tried various stuff to promote my songs. Um to varying degrees of success. I would say certain strategies worked better than others. But the issue that I was having with some of the ones that did better were more focused on me just talking about process. But a lot of the people who are interested in me talking about process were not really interested in actually checking out the song. So I've been trying to focus a lot more on just highlighting the song in some way, and that seems to do a lot worse, but it seems to get about the same amount of new viewers on the song, and it takes less effort, so that's what I've been doing. Yeah, I just want to do a lot more singing songs because I like singing. Um, one day I'd like to make my own visual novel and write my own soundtrack for that, and maybe one day I'll write a soundtrack again for somebody else's visual novel. Um, but yeah, my life's been getting busier and busier, so it's been harder and harder for me to justify that. And I've really been enjoying just writing my own singing songs, so I think that's going to be more of my focus from now on. There might still be instrumental music because I am a creature of whimsy and also I'm not getting paid, so I'm just going to do whatever I want. But there you go. That's one whole year of my life. I'm not sure it really amounted to all that much, but it was a year. I learned a lot. I learned a lot. That's all I can say. I learned a lot. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please listen to my music. I will cry. I will cry. I will ugly sob right now. I will. No, I won't whimper. I won't whimper. I'm. I need to end the recording. I'm going to say something stupid. Okay, goodbye.